Here is a decadent time-killer tower defense game that, in my opinion, is clearly inspired by one of my favorite series. Hello guys, today we're gonna review a new game that's called Thronefall. Overall, its plays more emphasis on battle tactic and strategy. If you skip buffs, take the buffs, or aim over achievements, the game becomes quite challenging. In Kingdom's thought is the atmosphere that really shines rather than the tactical component. The mechanics were invisible force attack your kingdom each night, dropping coins that you used to build, and upgrade structure is directly borrowed from Kingdom, but that's fine. It's a decent game to pass the time and nothing more. In my opinion, if you enjoy it, you might as well go on buy Kingdom, especially since it has multiplayer and hot seat options. My biggest issues by far is that unit selection is tedious and super important. I spend half my time each game placing troops in the right location for every single wave, and it makes the game rather enjoyable. Better tools for selecting and moving units will help a lot here. Splitting the correct group in health, clicking on the minimap, and to their exam. The second issue I have is that it's often hard to see what build can be built. Something miss a build late game, especially when towers can be built along walls and where enemies are coming from. Thronefall hides an immense amount of deep inside its simplistic minimalism. The unnecessary complexity from the genre has been stripped in favor of accessibility, yet somehow managed to include a variety of available tools and strategies. The design and aesthetics are wonderful. You are not punished for restarting or trying new tactics. Rather, you are encouraged to do so, separating the casual audience and those more seriously invested simply thought the high score mechanics is such a good decision. Quests are interesting but understandable. Achievements are straightforward and nothing can be missed. Moreover, the difficulty is dynamic and personal. Highly recommended pick is 1-up. The game really delivers for the price. In a small game, it's very clear it was developed with a lot of love. Each level feels very unique, and the perks and mutators and quest system provide almost limitless replayability. The strategy element is also really fun. I really enjoyed playing with my friend Nirby to decide which defense to build upgrade. As you progress further in this game, bosses will appear, and the mechanism for each boss is entertaining and reasonably challenging. Overall, it's a very fun game, with a very small file size and a good price. At its core, Thronefall is a simple game. The idea is easy enough to wrap your head around. The graphics are quite simplistic too, which really adds a certain charm. But just because the concept is easy enough to grasp, doesn't mean it's easy to breeze through the game. The design is very well executed, and you have so many configuration options to make your runs different. You choose a starting area weapon and 3 other aspects that will influence your gameplay positivity. You can also gameplay positivity. Choose some additional modifiers that make you harder but return more point at the end. In each area you have to make it so several, slowly building and recruiting in your careful choose from a variety of towers. You can also need to curate depending on which type of enemy each area has. I love that there are so many different gameplay options, but also that each area is very different from each other. That means in terms of monster, in terms of income possibilities, in terms of terrain. I started playing this shortly after it was released in early access, so I watched the game grow and new content being added for a while. The developer managed to keep your interest that make you want to come back and unlock all possibilities to play the game. And of course, to beat each area, while the base game can already be rather challenging. They did great with adding an induced other modifier that allow you to make the game as difficult as you want it to be. So even if you are a Thronefall veteran, there is some challenge for you. I need to play some more of this game and properly test all starting combos. I am definitely quality of having a few favorites and I want to circle back to. However, with the unique aspect of each area, they really try to motivate you to changing things up with each run you do. I appreciate that a lot of balancing work has gone into making this game and developers actively listen it to the community, giving them feedback. So, it's very fun and rewarding. Also, the only grip I have is how little you see of the stats of enemies, troops and towers. Thank you for watching, guys, and hope to see you later, my friends. Goodbye.